Welcome back. In today's video, we're going to look at chemical equations. So if you spend the next 6 minutes watching this video, I'll help you understand them and score better in exams. We'll cover how to write a word equation and how to understand symbol equations. So let's get started. If you're new here, welcome to BioSmash. I'm Jo. I'm a science teacher and a clinical scientist. Let's start by explaining what a chemical equation actually is. A chemical equation is a simple way of summarising a chemical reaction. For example, you might know that if you burn magnesium ribbon, it burns really brightly in oxygen and makes a powder called magnesium oxide. We can write a word equation to summarise this. In the first part of the equation, we list the reactants, which are all the chemicals that are reacting together. So in this case, there's magnesium ribbon and there's oxygen in the air. At the other side of the equation, we write everything that's produced in the reaction. So in this case, when you burn magnesium ribbon in oxygen, it produces magnesium oxide. We use an arrow to show that the reactants become the products. We never use an equal sign. To help you understand why, let's think about what happens when we bake a cake. If we're baking a cake, we need to include all of the ingredients, so egg, flour, sugar and butter. But if you mix together egg, flour, sugar and butter, this doesn't automatically equal a cake because you need to cook it in the oven, which is when a chemical reaction happens. So instead of an equal sign, we use an arrow to show that if you react together egg, flour, sugar and butter by heating it up, you will eventually make cake. We call the ingredients that react together reactants, and we call anything that's produced a product. So when magnesium burns in oxygen, the reactants are magnesium and oxygen, and the product is magnesium oxide. Just note that we do not put anything about a bright flame because the bright flame is not a chemical, it's energy being released, and a chemical reaction just shows the chemicals. Give this video a thumbs up if you're starting to understand this topic better. Now that we know what a word equation is, let's look at what happens in a symbol equation. It may help if you know the difference between elements and compounds for this next part of the video. If you haven't watched this video yet, I'll put the link below. So, magnesium and oxygen are both examples of elements. And we know this because both of them are found in the periodic table. Elements are made of only one type of atom. So magnesium is made of magnesium atoms and oxygen is made of oxygen atoms. Magnesium oxide is not an element, it's a compound. And we know this because magnesium oxide contains two different types of atom. It contains magnesium atoms joined with oxygen atoms. And as I mentioned earlier, if you're confused about this, then do check out this video, which I'll link below. So if we go back to our word equation for this reaction, we can draw an atom of magnesium to represent the magnesium, and we can use the symbol Mg to represent magnesium. Atoms of oxygen always hang out in pairs, so oxygen is made of two oxygen atoms joined together. So we use the formula O with a little 2 after it to show that oxygen is two atoms joined together. Magnesium oxide contains one atom of magnesium joined to one atom of oxygen, so we use the formula MgO, which means there's one magnesium joined to one oxygen atom. Now, if we look at our reactants, we can see that we actually have two oxygen atoms because oxygen contains two atoms of oxygen joined together, so we'll have one spare at the end. This spare atom of oxygen also joins with a magnesium atom to make magnesium oxide. So this means that we'll need two atoms of magnesium in the reactants. We know our reaction is now complete because it's balanced. There are the same number of atoms in the reactant side as the product side, two magnesium atoms, two oxygen atoms. We can now write a symbol equation for the reaction. So because the two magnesium atoms are not joined together, we do a big 2 and then an Mg. This means two separate atoms of magnesium. Because oxygen always hangs out in pairs and is two oxygen atoms joined together, we don't put a big 2 before the O, we put the 2 after the O to show the two oxygens are joined. Magnesium oxide is always one magnesium joined with one oxygen, so we write MgO with no little numbers, but we put a big 2 before it to show that there are two lots of magnesium oxide. If you're finding this video helpful, it might be good to click subscribe. It'll help you find my other videos. Let's finish off by looking at one more example, the chemical reaction that happens when you burn a Bunsen burner. When you switch on a Bunsen burner, you provide the Bunsen burner with a gas called methane, which has the formula CH4. Methane is a compound. It contains one atom of carbon bonded to 4 atoms of hydrogen. When you provide a flame, methane reacts with oxygen in the air. So our reactants are the element oxygen and the compound methane. The reaction produces carbon dioxide gas, which has the formula CO2, and water vapour, which has the formula H2O. So we can write a word equation. Methane plus oxygen reacts to make, which we show with an arrow, carbon dioxide and water. We can also write a symbol equation, but we need to make sure it's balanced. At the moment, the reactants contain a different number of atoms to the products. There are 4 atoms of hydrogen at the start, so we need 4 atoms of hydrogen at the end. This means we need to make 2 molecules of water because each contains 2 hydrogen atoms. This means that we need 2 oxygen atoms to make the water and 2 more oxygen atoms to make the carbon dioxide. So we'll need 4 atoms of oxygen, which is 2 molecules of oxygen. Our equation is now balanced because there's 1 atom of carbon on the reactant and the product side, there are 4 atoms of hydrogen on each side, and there are 4 atoms of oxygen. I hope you found this video helpful. If you need to, go back and watch it again to get all of the key ideas. Or if you want to carry on with this topic, you could try this one, or this video will help you revise biology. Hope to see you again soon.